Hey guys, it's Bob Boob. All right, dorky guy here is Bob Boob. All right, I'm at 217 Woodward Avenue, Clinton County. So right here, I'm on the north side of the building. So this is facing north. Over there's beautiful commercial building there. We're in what they call Dunstown, PA here. So this would be looking east, like towards Jersey Shore. This would be west, going towards Lock Haven State College. But nice property here. Matter of fact, I'm going to walk you around. Matter of fact, let me walk you around over here. I don't know if I know exactly where the pins are at. We have a tax map. We can kind of show you the rough size of the property. But you can see here, nope, camper's not included. I'm going to assume we're real close here. And then look here. So it's got brick on the front. And they've got aluminum siding. And then you can see this is a block building. And we're going to walk through all this here. But just wanted to kind of show you what we got. So I'm facing south here now, but this place is ginormous. Oh my gosh, is it big? It has you know what, I'll have to do the math for the square footage, but I think it's around I don't know if it's 6,000, but I think it's around 5,000 square feet is what we were calculating when you add everything up together. Good realtor would have had that done before the video tour. But now this is where S&S Plumbing is in Lock Haven. No, they are not closing. They're still in business. They just moved. So if you use S&S Plumbing, continue to use them, please. And then here you can see. So now I'm standing on the west side of the property facing east. You can see there's a 3-car garage and then another 2 garage doors there. There's 6 garage doors in total. And then those are the steps that can take you around. They're kind of rickety, so I'm going to stay off them. But you can see here, that's all that upstairs. So that's that window that I'll be peeking out in a minute that you don't even know about yet. And you got, looks like metal roof on the garage, shingle roof on the rest of it. But there's a lot of space here. What do we got here? We got some sort of a marker there. I'm honestly not even sure what that is. I'll have to ask the owner. Maybe that's where maybe it's where the line marker is. Not 100% sure, guys. We'll have to figure that out as we continue on here. But you can see there's actually some yard area here. It's kind of grown up then, but this actually could be, I think, contoured out better, and you could have more parking area here. And of course, we're going to go in that block building there too. You can see there's some repairs here to do. And there's John Oberly Big Mountain Disposal dumpster. I'll show you here in the back. Yeah, I don't see any pins here in the back area, but kind of give you perspective of how big this building is. All right, so what am I going to do next? Let me get the door open, and then we'll go inside and check around that lower level area. Kind of neat in here. Hold on a second. Be right back, guys. Okay, so now we're walking inside the building. You can see the little vestibule right here. And then you walk in, and it is huge in here. We'll have online what the square footage is, but this is a lot of square footage right here. I think there's, you know what? I don't remember, but this is a big building here. And you can see currently it's used by S&S Plumbing. And no, they're not selling. They're still in business. So if you use S&S Plumbing, they're a good plumbing company. Keep using them. They appreciate your business then. But maybe you got a business and you need a big building, lots of parking, some garage space. You know, we know of one. Here it is. I'm showing it to you. And we'd have to talk to the owner. But I think a lot of the shelving units and stuff, can stay or be worked into the deal. The equipment, of course, they'll take and use. But how many places you get to buy? They got foosball table right at work. And we're here. They got a little living room set up there. I was showing you that earlier, but I didn't really comment on it then. Yeah, isn't that nice? And they got a mini split there for heat and cooling. Guess I don't have to go far to find a good plumbing company, huh? Now, there is a bath here on this level. Because you wait till we're done with this tour. There is a lot of building here. A lot more than I ever realized here. So here you got a double sink, got a slop sink, work sink there, and a regular sink. Got the throne there. And so let me orient you here. So this is going to be the north side of the building. This will be the west side, State College side. This will be the east side, Jersey Shore side. And this is the south side, looking that direction here. Matter of fact, let me peek out a window here to show you kind of where we're at. So right over there, Woodward Avenue out in the front, so in the north side. There's where the dental office is, and there's a trailer court there in the back. Now, I'm completely rumor control here, but I believe that the trailer court, there's talks that that's being sold and maybe upgraded, but not that that affects you guys, but just talking to you about that. I'll try to get better information on that and not be spreading rumors, but that's the word on the street. But word on the street can be not true always. Then you come over here and you've got two room spaces. So one I'll call the office space here, and you're about 12 by 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, about 13 by 12 here. So this is a nice size space. And then you come over here and got a little heater there. And you come over here and there's filing cabinets. A little kitchenette there with a fryer and microwave and stuff. So you can use it however you want to use it. But now here we're on the east side. And of course, with the walk around part, to show you that better. That may have actually already be before this video. Sorry, I'm kind of recording the video in pieces and then grouping them all together. I think what else here, guys? I think that's it. Here, do you guys have any questions? Nope, no questions. Okay, we'll continue on the tour. Let's go look at some of the rest of the building then. Oh, I forgot to introduce you. We'll come up. There's the cat that hangs out here all the time. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his name now too then. He's the friendliest thing in the world, but all right. Don't want anything to happen. That would be a catastrophe. It would be a catastrophe if you did not purchase this property. Now, if you're looking at this, you obviously have a need here for a larger building. Maybe this could be chopped up into rooms, make office space. Maybe you need it bigger for something retail. Maybe you don't need all this at all, but you want to chop it up and maybe put in a couple of rental units, you know, talk to the township about that for zoning and what they'll allow you to do, not do along those way as well. Just some different ideas, lots of versatility. All right, be back. Okay, so now we're down in the lower level. So here, well, that's where a big 200 amp electric service comes in. So this is all block. So the building that we were just in upstairs, the office area, can I call it, is all above us here. So this has this lower level, I'll call it, and an upper space. And you can see now this is where one of those garage doors, I just ballparked it, about 10-foot door there. I'm 5'12". Looks like about another 3 or 4 foot above me, so that puts it around 9'10". This is just a little above my height, so I'm going to say that's a 7-foot door. But you can see here, a lot of storage area here. Different ways to configure this. I don't know if this will turn on. There you guys. Turn on the lights there for you. Of course, all the personal stuff will be out of here. Shelving units, benches, those sort of things, I think the owner may include. I don't know. Maybe we can go do some fishing. Got a boat in here, but I don't think that's included. Then you come back here and you have an oil boiler. Looks like that a couple zones over there on the side wall. And then there's some storage here, and you can see there's actually a little bit of storage up there. So that's kind of nice. Again, not knowing what you guys may or may not need this building for. Your use may be different. There is a hot water heater down here. We've got a sink hiding in here. There's a toilet in here. Fan works good. So that's that area. Then we step in here. So now all of a sudden, now we're in that, what I'm going to call the long part of the building in the back. It makes a big rectangle. So this would be the south side of the building here. And you can see this is kind of segregated off, boxed off. This is a really, really nice size space in here. This is probably, well, probably about 24 across by, I think we measured 32. So I think this is around 24 by 32. But again, I may be off there a little bit. Got a laundry area here. Here's another, I think that's a sub feed off the electric panel we just saw. And then remember earlier when we were outside, we looked at the 3-car garage. Well, that's what we're looking at now. Turn on the lights, Bob. All right, I will. Thank you. So you have these 3 doors here, and this becomes its own space too. Let me measure here real quick. Yeah, they might be 7.5, 8 foot. They might be a little bit taller than that other one. But there's 3 of those there. And you can see they got OSB board on part of the wall. Let me peek out the window here, just kind of orient where we're at. So here I'm looking south. And there's that little yard area that could maybe be, you know, bringing a, what do they call it, skid steer or a little backhoe or something, and make that a little more level. There's the electric meter where we saw the 200 amp box on the opposite side there. That's where that sits. Are we having fun? Oh my gosh, this is a lot of building, isn't it? I'm telling you, I had driven by S&S for years and never realized all that was included in this building. Then, absolutely, monstrosity of a property. Huge, it's huge. You could do like, I don't know, like laser tag in here, or put an archery range, or I just think of so many things we could do. All right, let's go through here. Hold on, guys. All right, I'm back. Okay, so that's where I just came in, and then now you come down. So that's the lower level, but now you have a lower level of the lower level, but that is actually the upper level of this lower level, but that is the lower level of the other upper level. Are you following me on this, guys? This place is huge. Big set of metal steps there. We come over here. Guys, this is just huge tall. Let me do my Bob Boob measure in here for you. So I'm there at 6 foot, 12 foot. I'm going to guess 18 to 20 feet high is what we're looking at here. I did a rough estimate on the garage door there, and I don't think it's quite 13, 14 foot. And then, of course, you have a regular man door. That's on the south side. But this is just a huge, I mean, you can put basketball court in here if you want to, volleyball court, or maybe just more storage area here. So you can see here underneath here, I think we had, what I say, 24 by 32. So that'll be the same size space that you have from this point forward. And it seems like the possibility of maybe adding more baths would be good. There's the sewer drain stack right there. You just have to run your water to it. And actually that might be water right there. They got that taped up and insulated well. Isn't this a great space? Yeah. All right, guys, I think that is everything. So if this is something you're interested in, the listing agent's name is Larilyn Arndt. She's awesome. You can call any of the Century 21 agents. They're all super cool, awesome, and we'd be glad to, schedule showings for you and everything like that. We do ask, don't bug the owner during regular business hours. Schedule the showing through us or through your own realtor. And I can't think of anything else. Financing, if you got some questions on financing, please reach out. We can, walk you through what's the best option depending on your income, bills, and credit and money to work with. All those sorts of good questions that banks need to know. All right. Thank you guys very much. Thanks for watching the video tour. Bye-bye.